Have you felt it recently? A strange, subtle sense that reality is becoming unreliable. A feeling that the ground beneath your feet is no longer as solid as it once was. Have conversations started to feel like they have hidden meanings, and the truth has become slippery, hard to grasp? If so, you are not going crazy. You are one of the sensitives, the empaths, the chosen ones, and your energetic system is picking up the first tremors of a massive cosmic event. I have an urgent cautionary message for you today. We are on the precipice of a period I am calling the Great Illusion. Beginning in early July, a deep, pervasive, spiritual fog will descend upon the collective consciousness of the planet. This is not random chaos. It is a specific, predictable, and powerful astrological event. The planet Neptune will go retrograde in its home sign of Pisces. This is not a common transit. Neptune is the planet of dreams, spirituality, and divine connection, but it is also the master of illusion, deception, and the dissolution of reality. When it goes retrograde in Pisces' sign it rules, where its power is at its absolute peak, its energy becomes internalized, amplified, and profoundly confusing for the masses. This creates the perfect spiritual storm. It is as if the entire world is about to be put under a collective hypnotic spell. This video is your essential briefing. It is designed to hand you the map and the compass before you enter the fog. Because during this time, your ability to discern truth from illusion will be your most critical asset. You, the chosen, are being prepared to be the lighthouses of clarity, while the rest of the world gets lost in the mist. If you are ready to arm yourself with this knowledge and activate your inner clarity, type "I see the truth" in the comments below. This is a declaration of your power, a signal to the universe that you refuse to be deceived. What is the Great Illusion? Understanding Neptune retrograde in Pisces. To navigate what is coming, you must first understand the nature of the fog. Neptune's energy is like water. It has no form. It dissolves boundaries, blurs lines, and merges everything together. In its highest expression, this creates divine, unconditional love and a feeling of unity with all of creation. In its shadow expression, it creates confusion, delusion, escapism, and deception. When Neptune goes retrograde, its energy turns inward. Instead of us dreaming of a better world, the dream world itself begins to bleed into our reality. The boundaries between fact and fiction, between intuition and fantasy, between prophets and charlatans, become dangerously thin. And because Neptune is in its home sign of Pisces, this effect is magnified 100-fold. This is Neptune at its most potent, and therefore, at its most potentially deceptive. The Great Illusion will not be a singular event. It will be a pervasive atmosphere, an energetic fog that seeps into every area of our lives. I want to break it down for you into the 3 primary layers where this illusion will manifest, so you can be prepared. Layer 1. The illusion of the self, the internal fog. The first and most personal layer of the illusion will be an attack on your own clarity and sense of self. You may suddenly be flooded with intense feelings of doubt. Am I on the right path? Was my spiritual awakening real? Have I been deluding myself this whole time? Imposter syndrome will run rampant, even for the most confident souls. The fog will whisper old stories of your inadequacy back to you. It will try to make you forget the progress you have made. You may feel a strange apathy or a desire to escape into old, comfortable distractions. This is the illusion trying to pull you back into the sleep state. It is crucial during this time to cling to what you know to be true in your heart, even if your mind is filled with Neptunian doubt. Your past experiences of synchronicity, your moments of undeniable spiritual connection, these are your anchors. Do not let the fog make you forget the light you have already seen. Layer 2. The illusion of relationships. The interpersonal fog, the second layer, will affect your connections with others. Neptune dissolves boundaries, and in relationships, this can be both beautiful and dangerous. During this retrograde, deception in all its forms will be brought to the surface. Secrets will be revealed, but at the same time, new deceptions will be spun. Be extremely cautious of projections, both yours and others. This is a time when people fall in love, not with a person, but with a fantasy they have projected onto them. Connections that feel like divine soulmates may appear out of nowhere, but they could be karmic illusions designed to test your discernment. It will be very difficult to know who to trust. Your intuition must be your only guide. Pay less attention to what people say and more attention to how their energy feels. The fog can manipulate words, but it cannot fake a pure frequency. Layer 3. The illusion of the world. The collective fog. This is the most visible layer. The great illusion will manifest as a storm of misinformation and mass manipulation in the world at large, particularly related to global events like the conflict in the Middle East. Media narratives will become more contradictory and emotionally charged than ever. It will be nearly impossible to discern the truth from the headlines alone. This period is also a fertile ground for false prophets and spiritual gurus to emerge. People who offer simple answers to complex problems, who promise salvation in exchange for your devotion and your money, will gain prominence. They will speak beautifully and tap into the collective desire for a savior. The fog will make their charisma seem like divinity. As a chosen one, your role is to see through this. You must remember that your salvation never comes from an external figure. It comes from the divine spark within you. Why the chosen ones can see the truth, so with this pervasive fog descending, why are you, the chosen one, equipped to see through it? What makes you different? It is not because you are superior. It is because you have been in training for this moment your entire life. First, your energetic system is more refined. Your consistent spiritual work, meditation, healing, self-reflection has helped to decalcify your pineal gland, your physical third eye. This makes you physiologically more capable of perceiving frequencies beyond the five senses. You can literally see or feel the energetic static behind a lie. Second, you have done the difficult work of clearing your own emotional field. The great illusion works primarily through emotional manipulation. It hooks into people's unresolved fear, their unhealed trauma, their desperate need for hope. Because you have faced your own shadows, you have fewer hooks for the illusion to grab onto. You can witness a fear-based narrative without being emotionally hijacked by it. And third, your entire life has been a training in discernment. That lifelong feeling of not quite buying into the hype, the mainstream narrative, or the groupthink. That skepticism you may have been criticized for, that was never cynicism. That was a highly advanced, innate, spiritual gift. You were born with a sensitive lie detector, and you have spent your life calibrating it. Now, in the midst of the great fog, that gift becomes your superpower. You are the designated truth seers, a checklist of a clarity warrior, signs your perception as immune as July approaches. You can confirm your immunity to the great illusion by recognizing these signs within yourself. These are the markers of a clarity warrior. One, a calm detachment from breaking news, while others are reacting with panic or outrage to every headline. You feel a sense of calm observation. You are interested, but not entangled. 2. Your intuition becomes louder and more precise as the collective mind becomes more confused. Your inner knowing becomes sharper and clearer, as if it is the only reliable signal in a sea of static. 3. You can instantly sense energetic dissonance. You can feel almost immediately when a person's words do not match their energy, or when a situation feels off, even if it looks perfect on the surface. For a sudden and intense urge to simplify, you feel a powerful pull to declutter your life, physically, digitally, and socially. You are instinctively creating a clean field to maintain your clarity. 5. Your dreams become unusually lucid or instructional. Your dream state becomes a training ground. You either become consciously aware within your dreams, lucid dreaming, or you wake up with very clear, practical guidance from your higher self. The mission of the seer, holding the frequency of clarity. If you recognize these signs, you must also understand your mission. It is a mission of profound subtlety. It is not your job to run around trying to wake everyone else up. It is not your job to get into arguments, trying to prove that you see the real truth. To do so is an ego trap. It would immediately entangle you in the very illusion you are here to transcend, forcing you to defend a position and lowering your frequency to the level of conflict. Your mission is far more refined. It is to hold the frequency of clarity. It is to be a silent, unshakable anchor of truth in a sea of deception. By simply knowing the truth within yourself, by refusing to react to the mass illusion, by continuing to live from your heart-centered intuition, you become the lighthouse. You do not need to scream at the ships lost in the fog. You just need to keep your own light on. Your coherent, clear energy field will ripple out and provide a stable, resonant frequency that others can tune into, even unconsciously, to find their own way back to shore. Your silent knowing is your service. Practical tools for navigating the fog to support you in this mission. Here are 4 practical techniques to use daily throughout July and beyond. 1. The grounding cord technique. The fog of Neptune can make you feel ungrounded and dissociated. Every morning, visualize a thick cord of light growing from the base of your spine and plunging deep into the fiery, crystalline core of the earth. Feel it anchor you firmly to physical reality. This prevents your consciousness from getting lost in the mists of illusion. 2. The clarity code mantra. Words carry frequency. When you feel a wave of confusion, repeat a simple mantra to recalibrate your field. Choose one that resonates, such as, I am sovereign clarity. I see beyond the veil. I know my own truth. Say it aloud. Feel the vibration of the words resetting your energy. 3. Water and salt rituals. Neptune rules the oceans. Water is its element. During this retrograde, water becomes a powerful tool for energetic cleansing. Drink more pure water with the intention of flushing psychic debris from your system. Take regular baths with Epsom or sea salt, setting the intention that the salt will absorb any confusing or deceptive energies you may have picked up. For the information quarantine protocol, you must become the ruthless guardian of your own mind. Practice extreme discernment with all information you consume. Before you read or watch anything, ask, is the intention of this information to bring me peace and empowerment, or is it to make me feel fearful and helpless? If it is the latter, it is part of the great illusion. Do not engage. Your attention is your most precious currency. Do not spend it on lies, the great unveiling. Finally, I want you to reframe this entire event. While I have called it the great illusion, its higher purpose is actually the great unveiling. The fog of Neptune does not create new lies. It simply makes the existing illusions, the ones that have been running our world for centuries, so thick, so dense, and so absurd that they become blatantly obvious to anyone with clear sight. The deception becomes so profound that it reveals itself. When this Neptune retrograde period ends later in the year, the fog will lift, and when it does, there will be a massive, collective aha moment. The truths that you, the chosen ones, held quietly and patiently within your own hearts, will suddenly become self-evident to many. Your mission now is to anchor that truth, so that when the fog clears, the foundation for a new, more authentic reality has already been laid. Trust your inner sight. It is your gift to a world that has forgotten how to see. You are the guardians of truth, the keepers of clarity. You were built for this. Asterisk, asterisk, if you have recognized yourself in this message, understand that you are being seen and acknowledged. You are not just a chosen one. You are an activated guardian of clarity. And with this activation comes a beautiful responsibility. If this content has resonated with the truth in your soul, please consider clicking the subscribe button to join this global community of clarity warriors. Feel free to share which signs you are experiencing in the comments below. Until next time, welcome to your mission.